We're going to go to UFO news. We got to get through. We bill this show as Sharks, Ghosts, and Aliens, and half the time we don't fucking get to anything. We got to do UFOs. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a couple things. There's not much this week. A ball of light UFO hovers over an Alaskan town, and this ties into the next thing too, I think, right? So I think this has been going on all over, but this is one MUFON report. MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, for those of you who are total UFO idiots, don't know shit, like a bunch of queers. An Alaskan witness at Eagle River reported watching a ball of light UFO that appeared to move intelligently with hovering and course correction movements, according to testimony in case 60040. We should pull my fucking MUFON report that I made too, by the way. That would be good for the show.
What's
We
a
should do that
MUFON
next
report?
week. Dude, you're an idiot. Are you serious? MUFON?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. MUFON is like the longest running, like halfway credible fucking UFO.
And you're allowed to report stuff without videos and shit?
Yeah, you just report it to their site. I mean, it's not your report isn't necessarily credible because it's made to MUFON, but I mean, they're an organization that's been around for a very long time. Andrea, find out when MUFON was started, but I want to say it was early 70s.
What an odd name for a UFO.
It's the Mutual UFO Network. It's a
one of
fucking
them
acronym.
thingies.
God. The witness was walking home.
What's an acronym?
The witness was walking home from a friend's home at 1:15 a.m. on September 21st, 2014, when the object was first seen. It was a dark sky with light cloud coverage, and a ball of light was apparent. This is what the witness says, and did not have the shape of the northern lights. I thought the object was a meteor, but it never picked up speed. That was the first time I saw a UFO. I thought, oh, that's some shitty, slow shooting star. Or so that is what your mind goes. It tries to justify things at first. It's like people like criticize UFO reports, but your human mind naturally goes through the most likely explanations first. It just does. If you're halfway a fucking logical person. What is it?
May 31st, 1969, MUFON founded.
Oh, okay, cool. So they've been around a very long time, and they're widely considered to be probably the most credible organization dealing with tracking UFO sightings and the like. They've got all kinds of shit going on. If you don't know about MUFON, you just don't know UFOs.
What was your claim?
I saw a UFO in my backyard a few years ago.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I caught that story. That's weird.
You didn't know about that?
Did you do it on air?
No.
What the fuck? We're doing UFOs. What's going on?
Yeah, no, we saw. I mean, it's not that exciting of a story. I was with a couple people in my backyard. We had only had about 2 drinks at this time, so everybody's still pretty clear-headed. And we're sitting there. We ate dinner and had about 2 drinks, and we're sitting on my back porch. And my girlfriend says, "Hey, you guys, there's a ball of light moving around above us." And we looked up, and she said, "Wait, it stopped. It's right up there." And we're like, "That's a fucking star." She's like, "No, it was just moving." We're like, "Yeah, fuck you, you dumb broad." And we go back to talking. We're talking about something we like to talk about, you know. And so we're talking. And she goes, guys, again. We're like, "What? It's not a." And I look up, and sure enough, there's a thing that looked like a star. But then now that it was moving, I noticed it was a little brighter and closer looking. You know, it was like, and it started moving slowly in a triangle shape kind of thing. And then it started streaking across the sky in like short bursts, and it would stop and float around back and forth for a minute, and then it would take off like really fast, about 10 degrees across the sky, and then stop and kind of float around in that area, change direction a bunch of times, man. And this all lasted about 3.5 minutes, and it changed directions a bunch of times, zipped off about 10 degrees across the sky, 20 degrees this way, 10 degrees back this way.
Like a bee,
you know what I mean?
Like a fucking hummingbird. Like a hummingbird.
Not like that. It was
Very
slower,
quick?
a lot
slower.
a lot slower. But it would meander around, and then it didn't like streak is the wrong word. But it moved a lot faster.
Was it a slow? Was it a solid white light?
Yeah, it was solid white light, and it would move, boom, over here, meander around in a few circles, over here, meander around a little, and then eventually it moved in one steady direction, like off to the northwest or northeast.
And it was star size.
No, kind of. It's hard to say because it was a different style of light. A star flickers a certain way, and it's coming from a fucking billion miles away or whatever.
Red and then,
I mean, this was a more solid white light, like a bulb, you know. But we reported it to MUFON, and there were 2 similar reports on the same day. We should find that. That would be good. There were 2 similar reports that that people made on the same
I
day.
remember I was driving. I was talking to you on the telephone, and I was like, "Dude, go outside and look east." I mean, I saw something like that too. It was a white fucking ball that was just changing direction, but it was very slow. It wasn't quick.
Yeah, we saw a
was
similar
slow.
thing. We also saw the same. We didn't make a report the second time. I don't know why. I guess because we were less impressed. But I saw the similar thing about 10 miles north of where I was the first time. We were standing in a driveway, me and my girlfriend, same thing, but we were alone this time, and we just looked up and saw a ball of light moving around like that again. Same thing. This is outside of. I mean, you guys can look this up. This is a hot spot of UFO activity. We're not far from Midway Airport, and it's we got somebody in studio that wants one of our producers is speaking up here. What is this?
Do you know what MUFON does to verify or discredit claims?
They only investigate certain claims. They didn't investigate our claim, I think, because I wanted to be upfront. So I said in the report we had a couple drinks in case that was going to be an issue. I didn't want to,
If there were other around the same time,
Yeah, I don't
they
know.
get compared and cross-referenced.
I think that they probably have shitty funding, and I think they really don't have any way to make money, because very few people buy the T-shirts and hats. But
So
like,
even if they don't investigate it, people can still read your shit, right?
oh, my report's out there, and we can investigate it. So
database.
I mean, it's a database, yeah. And they do newsletters, and I think they started out as Andrea. What did they start out as? I want to say a newsletter.
See, the thing I don't understand about, like, say aliens, UFOs are real, and the government's protect. If they told everybody, nobody would give a shit in like 3 weeks, ever. They'd just be like,
It'd be over. Be like, yeah, well,
give a
there's
shit
aliens
anymore.
now.
Who gives a fuck?
We have such a disposable culture. We
Come
don't give a
on, we
shit.
don't. We
Just
don't.
like, yeah,
We don't.
aliens are a new thing. Let's all make a song about it and a joke about
it.
it. It'll be on SNL, and then it'll be whatever.
Yeah, it'd be like, whatever. Did
Now
you hear what
there's
Kanye
aliens.
West just interrupted somebody?
Did you hear Kanye West fucking ruined a UFO landing?
Yeah, he walked
said,
up
He said
and
he was
was
better than aliens. Piece of shit.
God.
I don't even. You know what? I don't even like talking. I hate commenting on him because that's the whole game with him.
Yeah, that's what he
I'm
likes.
gonna piss everyone. Shut up. Fuck
Actually,
you.
I don't think that's his game. I think he's truly fucking insane.
He's
When
fucked
you-
up as well, but that is his game, dude. And if it's not, that's how he justifies. I guarantee you, if you know him personally, here's what he probably says behind the scenes. No, that's the whole style. I got your name in my mouth, right?
Dude,
I got
you
your
sound
na-
exactly
or my na-
like him.
I know. I hate him.
Exactly.
I said that backwards. I got my name in your mouth, didn't I? That's what he says to people behind. I guarantee you. That's what he says to people behind the scenes. But he's just a piece of shit, and we shouldn't talk about him. So, where's the other thing about? We had something in the. You're
In the
supposed
drive.
You're supposed to remind me of
I
this.
am reminding you. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah. Hang on. We got something about the. I guess other people have tracked these things. Where is this thing?
What are you looking for?
At the bottom of the drive. It's like the fourth link up. American Meteor Society.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
So we got the American Meteor Society. I guess there's been a bunch of these like balls of light around the country. So this story is not really alone here. The American Meteor Society reports 4 fireball sightings, and that's pretty much what they were describing in the last.
Is there any video?
I don't think this has a video, no. On Tuesday night, Dora Trippett and her fellow driver Shannon Balser stood up outside the city bus depot in Lafayette, Indiana. Hey, I was just there.
I got people there.
I know people there. When something overhead caught their attention, what looked like a vibrant reddish-orange ball was floating in the sky, Trippett tells Newsweek, like a Chinese lantern, which is, by the way, what they often blame UFO sightings on, so I'm pretty disappointed in her for saying that. But they soon realized it was moving too quickly, heading west and eventually disappearing over Wabash River, which separates Lafayette from West Lafayette. That's actually a really nice fucking... When I drove through there, dude, those rivers are really cool around there. Big fucking like clay riverbanks, and like awesome forest preserves over there. I really just wanted to get out of the car and run away in there forever. It's a really cool area. Tribbett and Balser witnessed one of the 4 fireballs the American Meteor Society reported within hours of each other on Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. Fireballs are rarely sighted with such frequency. And there are like natural phenomenons that cause this fucking fireball. There's ball lightning and shit like that. There's
Sprite.
A what?
Sprite.
A Sprite?
That's what you're talking about. The ball lightning.
Lightning.
That's what Sprite. Let's call it Sprite.
Sprite?
It's like a fucking upper atmospheric fucking discharge It looks like a fucking supernova, sort of like, and it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's not like a lightning bolt. It's like an
I didn't know
orb
that.
explosion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is ball lightning that occurs closer to the ground too.
Oh,
That has
well.
been known to like break through windows and get into.
You know
people's
what I'm
houses.
talking
Yeah, no,
about, though.
and there's been like there's been really famous not really famous, I shouldn't say that, but there's been like highly discussed like paranormal cases and weird like UFO stuff that was explained by ball lightning.
If this is the same thing that you were talking about and I was talking, there was no fucking way I was gonna get that on film without like a fucking 100-foot zoom. It was, you know what I mean? So you can't really.
I tried. I ran
you can't.
inside.
You
I
can't.
missed 30 seconds of that UFO sighting that I was talking about because I ran inside to get my. I've got just like a digital handheld,
You probably
and,
lost it, didn't you?
No, because I had two other people. They were tracking it the whole time.
Okay.
So I ran inside, grabbed my camera, turned it right on, ran back out, zoomed in as far as I could. Couldn't fucking get it.
No.
It was.
I didn't even attempt it when I saw it. I was like, yeah.
Nah, you would need a really nice camera.
I did pull
Yeah.
over though and look at it.
Oh hell yeah!
And I
mean,
called you. I was like, dude, this thing is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was.
What do we got?
Yes?
People were skeptical about the existence of ball lightning until 1963, when there was a group of scientists all flying together and they witnessed a blazing orb drift down the aisle of the airplane and disappear through the rear of the plane.
That sounds different.
See, that's fucking crazy. And if it were me, I would say we just saw a fucking ghost or something crazy
How,
like that.
how exactly did that occur?
It's probably static, right?
Yeah, that's what they equate it to, but it's on a larger scale and it's less stable. It's more erratic, and they can't predict it at all.
Yeah, and it's very fucking alarming to see. Like, they're apparently. I mean, it kind of looks like
I have a video. Do you want me to post a video?
yeah. Post a video
Yeah.
of it. Apparently, it's really fucking insane to look at. Here you go.
I feel like I've seen it. I mean, usually when you see like the big red flash or something, but you don't see a lightning bolt or hear thunder. It's just up in the sky somewhere. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Let's see what they call a fireball, though. This is on Newsweek. Basically, a fireball is a bright meteor that is brighter than the planet Venus. Hanky explains, and the Hankies. Who the fuck is Hanky? See, I skip paragraphs sometimes. Mike Hanky, AMS Operations Manager, the American Meteor Society Operations Manager. The fireballs can be as bright as the sun and appear larger than a full moon. So, they're seeing these things all over the country, so I guess that could explain the Alaska sighting, but they're saying it looked intelligent up in Alaska.
So they're saying that there's a. I'm sorry. What?
These are just talking about. I just tied these two together because I thought,
okay.
It's they've tracked a lot of fireballs in the area, and there was like a fireball UFO sighting, whatever. So, I just thought that might be related, possibly. Who knows? So. Is that if what you found the American Meteor story? I think is that how you thought it related?
Yes.
You just didn't fucking think about it, did you? You just saw fireballs in the sky. Hey, this is.
No, you told you. Earthling is the one who brought it up.
Well,
No, it was the other guy.
Yeah.
What other
And
guy?
you were just like, find the story.
Who, Brian?
Yeah.
Put the
Alright.
words in my mouth.
We got too many people
You know,
that work on this show,
I've-
but
I've-
not enough.
I've
There's
talked
not enough
to-
people doing a
Check
lot.
this out.
A
I've
lot
talked-
of work.
You need a couple good people
Yeah.
instead of us.
Peep this. I've seen. Everybody I talk to, a lot of them say I've never seen a fucking asteroid. I've seen like 50, maybe even 100, and I'm not even kidding you.
No, I've seen a
Every
shitload
day-
of. I've seen a shitload of. I was driving
I see
down
one once a month.
I was driving down my street a year or two ago, and I saw like one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. I saw a green like fireball explode in the sky into what looked like a 4th of July firework way up in the atmosphere, and you lasted maybe a second and a half.
I've seen
a
small
quick.
ones.
It was a shooting star. It was a white flash, green explosion. Must have been going through some gaseous layers of the atmosphere or whatever.
Well, no,
and it
that
turned green,
it all
like-
depends on what it's made of. Because when it burns, because of the friction, the color is based off what the asteroid contains, not what the atmosphere
Oh,
contains.
well,
So-
and how it
Yeah, right.
reacts to the atmosphere.
Well, it just reacts with friction. But yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it can't. Yeah, whatever.
It's going so fucking fast that the wind is creating fire. You know what I'm saying? Because
All
of
I'm saying is
friction.
it wouldn't look the same on the moon.
But I saw one like that as well.
All right.
No, I don't know about that, but I've seen little tiny fucking ones. I've seen the little tiny ones you see when you're up in Wisconsin and shit. I've seen hundreds of those, but I've seen big motherfuckers too. I was in Carroll Stream. We just so happened to be on mushrooms, and we tried to walk to McDonald's.
Carroll Stream, Illinois, because we do have an international
that's
audience
right,
in the UK. People forget. See, I'm a radio professional. A lot of these people around me forget that when you're on this show, you're talking to an audience of more than me. You know. So,
Yeah. So, I'm in Carroll Stream, Illinois. We just so happened to eat mushrooms that day.
Who's we?
Me and my buddy Dan. So we're going up to the fucking McDonald's. We don't know why we're walking there. We just give up halfway through and walk back. And we see the fucking sickest asteroid. Like, we're talking like 1/5 of the sky. It must have been enormous. It fucking streaked like for like
1/5 of the sky.
Yeah,
I'm
2 seconds.
fact-checking
No,
that.
2 seconds.
That didn't happen.
No, you're not gonna find it. Nobody's seen it besides us.
I also
We saw it.
You know,
No, it's true. It was the biggest one I've ever seen.
I'm not somebody that's going to say, "Oh, it's because you were on mushrooms." Because mushrooms.